Hi Diana, how are you? Hello, Lauren. Sorry guys, I'm distracted watching my cat. She always steals the show. I'm making sure she doesn't break anything. How are you guys? Oh really? You've been a little weird. Hola Miss Lluvia. It's cancer season guys, so you know. The feelings are in the air, the emotions also. Yeah, yeah, probably. We all feel like that. But I guess if you have cancer placements, you do feel them the most. But well, it's all for our different, for our growing and our learning experience as well, to learn to manage it if we can. And if we cannot, then let it go. Hello, Parvati. Not only in my real life, but also been constant dreams about an idol. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know Rim. Yeah. Always trying to integrate that cancer energy. That is not easy at all. It's probably for you it's very confusing because you do have a lot of mix of elements. But it's also very fun. You know, you can take from each element what suits you. Yeah, totally. But you know, I rather be emotional than actually not feeling anything, honestly. Sometimes I do sense that I tend to be too much, and but I think what I learned through the years is that the more you acknowledge that you have emotions is the better. Like I'm actually proud of myself, like to be able to say yes, I'm emotional or I'm sensitive to certain things, and like because I know there are people that go through their whole life without knowing how they feel and always expecting someone else to tell them how they feel or how to feel about things. And I think that's a bit sad. So I'm a mess of elements, but also have a lot of water in my chart. Yes, me too, Rim. Oh, okay. Oh, really? I didn't know my bias was on quarantine. Oh my God, I feel such a bad stun. Like how didn't well, I've been working long hours. Probably that's the reason. And you know that I don't go to Twitter, so um, probably that's why I didn't. I only check his Instagram, but I think I did it like 3 days ago. Hello, Muffy. Yeah, I noticed that because I saw pictures of the group of NCT, and I noticed that when they had this group photo, they were holding a phone, and there was someone's image on it, and I started counting, and I was like, because I don't know why I thought that I think it was Jungwoo, the one that had a beanie, and I think that probably I was like, oh, that's Yuta. Um, since I couldn't see who was on the screen of the phone, and it was like, it looked like a blonde person, I was like, that's not Yuta style. So I was like, oh, maybe there's a member missing, but I didn't realize it was my bias. Oh my God, I'm so blind. Oh, yeah, I didn't. I mean, I'm not an expert on tour dates, but I was surprised also to read Singapore. Yeah. So I don't know. Do you want to see my cat? One of my cats. This is Negrita. She's jumping around. She's not the one that she makes a mess as well, but she's not my cat. She's my dad's cat. She's so cute, but she's wild. She's running. She's like jumping around, and I'm like, I have there in my house. There are two. Luna is mine. She's a white cat, and then Negrita. She is the black one. But look at her. She's a whole adventurer, like a whole. She's going to break something. I know it. Wait. Oh my God, this cat. But well, living with the cat is like this. Is like this. So it's just that if I leave them out, no, she wants to grab my stone. If I leave them if I leave them out, they start meowing and they get really upset. So I have to leave the door open so they can come and go as they please because they own my house. You were so spot on about him not expressing his feelings about the situation until it's all done. Hi, Jeffrey. Um, who are we talking about, Jeffrey? Jeffrey or Jeffrey? Because we were talking about youth, I believe, until my cat interrupted my conversation. But um, oh, someone. Yeah, wait. She is behind the. Oh my God. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Wait a second, because she's going to. Wait, guys. Sorry, guys. I had to leave them all out because I cannot concentrate if they are here because they're going to break everything. Some of ages. Yeah, like I don't claim that I know them, like, but that's how I felt when I read for him. Oh, you do, Diana? You have phobia of cats? Oh my! And I show her, on my life. Um, I hope I didn't scare you when I show her on camera. And today also I was very busy because I had to get up really early to do some grocery shopping because we are starting a new month and I realized that I had to buy groceries. So yeah, that's why I came in a bit earlier. So yeah. So any news, guys, besides Utah being on quarantine? Any news about K-pop or K-pop idols? Because you know that I try to keep up. I know that J-Hope, that Hobby released his song. I loved it. It's very my style. um, but I do not know much about the rest. Oh, really? YG has a new CEO? Wow. Oh, Winner is having a comeback? Oh, I hope that CEO can get the work done really, because they have this their artist. Um, Blackpink is releasing ready for a Love League song. Oh, so not new. It's the old one coming back. Jang Hyun Suk brother. Oh, and you see, he's the brother of that old creep. Oh, oh my. But well, power. Power is always like this. It's distributed among the same people, yeah. Mm. We can pull a card for him to see how he's going to do for the company and for their artist. Yeah, so YG is still YG. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it had been a quiet week then. Not much going on. Yeah. Hi, Vita. I don't know if I said hi before, but you know, I was distracted with my cats. Now that they are outside, I'm I'm concentrated. Except Girls' Generation hyping up their comeback and new reality. Oh, I saw their TikToks. Yeah. Yes. It's going to be really fun. Jenny is going to debut in an HBO series? Oh my god, do we have Jenny the actress? Or is it like a documentary or an interview? It definitely, they look glowing, so refreshed. Yes, so different from their busy peak days. They do look, yes, they look very fresh. That's the right. Um, so, it seems like for me, I'm in winter. Here we are in winter. But it seems from my perspective that now that they are in summer, it seems like work is slowly like um, starting to be a bit more consistent about seeing the artists a bit more, K-pop idols a bit more about and out and about, like them doing a lot of things. So it's exciting. It's exciting. I mean, they never stop working, but I think that probably this new vibe, summer vibe, is going to be really fun. Uh, and here I am in winter. Today it was freezing. The idol produced by The Weeknd, I think it's confirmed she's starting with Lily Depp, Troye Sivan. Oh. Yeah, I noticed especially said, my God, they are busy this summer season. Yeah. What's going on with the is because everyone were talking on TikTok about these new SM rookies. Are they Japanese or something? Because everyone was speculating about whether they are going to be this new Japanese unit. So I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone know? Because one Japanese and two Korean. Okay, okay. Because they were talking about these guys as if they already know them, and actually the information is very few. Or I think that it was like some pictures going around and small clips, but fans. Probably new citizen members. Oh my God! And citizen members are still on the on the counting and go. We don't know what group they'll be in. My guess is Japanese. Oh. The other two may be in the new boy group. Oh, wow. Wow. That's great, actually. It's great. But, I'm the kind of person that, I mean, I'm a bit apprehensive when it comes to the idea of having more members. Then once I get to know them, I love them. But at first, I'm like, new members, like why? Like, like when I don't know, you get this feeling of like, oh, why do you want to change things? We are fine this way. Like, how many more members are you going to add? Like, I have to memorize more names, but oh well, that's NCT unit. So yeah, adapting. Yeah, I feel like getting invested in a group and outsiders coming. Exactly. That's. I feel like poor guys. I know they work really hard to actually make it in NCT, but it's like they are like in this outsider kind of vibe until I get to know them, of course, and then I love them. But I was like, who are these people? Like, why are you bringing them here? And if I feel like this, I think that probably the members themselves, no, I'm not saying all of them, but probably they do feel like that, like, oh, this is these new people here. Like, it's a whole process, getting to know new people. I actually then I love meeting new people, but at first I have to admit that I am a bit resistant. I'm like, why do you bring these people? Like, why is these people coming? Like, I wonder if groups feel more competitive when the new members come in. Yeah, I guess. I mean, and this is not. We are not saying that it's the new members' fault, but I think that this has to do with competitiveness. Yes, and also like because everything new that comes into your life somehow challenges the way you had been doing things. So if you have the perception that, oh, okay, I am good at rapping, and they bring a new rapper, or I am a great main dancer, and they bring a new main dancer, so I think that you do feel like like the competitiveness, or maybe like the pressure of like staying like they somehow these new experiences and people challenge you to keep doing your best, because otherwise you get used to it, you get used to it, or you get used to also when people tell you that you are really good at something, you are like, hello, Samara. You're like, oh, yes, I am. And then a new kid comes along and you are like, oh my God, this guy is better, or this guy is younger or fresh. You know how they are about age as well. You can be even like 2 years older than them and they already feel like ancient in comparison. They do feel, for them, age difference is like, oh my God, you are younger than me, or like as if they were really old. But you know oh, wow. And oh, 97, no, no, 96, 96. 96 liner. Ah, so he is he handsome? Because I saw a few pictures, but I don't know. I couldn't recognize who was the Japanese one. So does he look Japanese, or he looks like Korean? I know he doesn't look Korean, but like Koreanized. Like that's what I want to know. Because for example, Yuta. Yuta looks like a Japanese person. Doesn't matter how many makeup they want to put him on, because he has big eyes. He does the hair. He looks very Japanese. Um, and and Shotaro, actually, for Shotaro, I think that for me it was really like, I was like, you're Japanese? Like, I'm not an expert about Asian differences, but I was like, oh, I expected him to have like bigger eyes or something, like I don't know, guys. Maybe you have more experience than me when it comes to recognizing Japanese people. Uh, does Shotaro's face traits look like a Japanese for you in your perception? Because for me, I don't know why I thought he was Korean. Shotaro looks very Japanese to me. It's that smile full round and cheeks and teeth. Oh, oh. I haven't paid attention to that. You're right. Shotaro and Yuta look extremely similar to me. They both have similar features. Maybe it's because they have similar placements. Really, Samara? You find them similar? Really? Hello, gentle Rose. I don't know why they don't have. I don't know why they don't have moments together. I mean, but maybe you don't see it. Maybe you cannot watch it, but they do have it like in their personal time, I believe. So yeah, that's very in between them. For me, that's what I felt. Mm. They do have a lot of moments. It's just that maybe it's not for the cameras. It's not for the cameras to see. And also, I would be more not distrustful, but I would be a bit more hesitant to trust what they show on camera because they, you know, K-pop is very organized and analyzed, and everything is there for a reason. So, for example, that where they put the I don't know the visuals of a group together in a frame, or they usually make sure that these certain people hangs out with these certain people, or this one that it's a very known ship hangs out together. Everything is it's like a choreography. So, but that doesn't mean that it's moments. That means that it's like somehow staged for the cameras. Because either they make each other look good, so they pair them, you go with this and you go with the other, but then, I don't know. Shotaro eyes are big, but his face is more full. So, I always thought that Shotaro had like really small eyes, but maybe it's because, yeah. Mm. I noticed all the NCT members look like their ethnicities except Lucas. Oh yes, Lucas confuses me as well. I agree. Lucas doesn't even look Korean. Maybe it's because he's mixed. Mm-hmm. Jen Lisa is the most popular ship, and they always get paired together. Yeah, yeah. It's just that you know, I don't know about Jen Lisa because Jenny is, for me, since well her popularity and stuff, but I think that Jenny is it's difficult to get closer, like not closer, but they always pull Gisa. No, they always pull Jenny aside from the others to somehow like make her like stand out, or they always make her do these individual activities, and then you have the others. So I think that that's why I trust the moments that probably they have in private and not so much what we see on camera. But they are all very loving towards each other, and that's what matters. This reminds me of a psyche reading about Blackpink that I came across in 2020. They did say that girls are more like co-workers, but also take care of each other. Yes, but they are professionals. They are professionals. They know they have to work. I mean, they know they have a work relationship, and they are very professional. And but I don't know why people like get offended, by they I mean, if you ever had co-workers, you know that you have to put efforts to make each other shine. That's the rule. They are working. I mean, Lucas is half Chinese and Thai. I know, but sometimes the foreign idols look Korean and adopt. Yes, Peter, I know. Chani, 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 Chani. It's because Lucas was meant to push for the international fashion runways. Oh, yes, yes. That's because he reminds us of a model, actually, yes. I mean, in my case, I can only speak for myself. He does remind me of a model, as if he just came out. Um, yes, he is westernized. Yeah. Quotations on Western. Some other K-pop news is that Jessie was replaced by Samni at her show. Oh, I watched TikTok yesterday. Yeah, but oh well, happens, guys. It happens. You have to remember that everything is a business. Everything, everything. Yeah, everything is a business, guys. That's the reality. That's why when these changes happen, you cannot take it like seriously. You have to take it as a business. When you are serving their purpose, when you are making them win something, they adore you. But then eventually, when they want to change you or replace you, they do it. Hi, Hilal. So, Jessie is great. She's going to do great, anyways. She's amazing. And Subni also is amazing. Both of them are great females. It's just that I think it's a bit awkward that people, like, I understand that people want to know how Jessie felt about this, but I think that to somehow ask her about the other person, it's like a bit uncomfortable because they are both working, and it's not fair to, it's as if, it's as if I started a new job, a new role in a job, and somehow the person that was before me, before I arrived, she was fired, and then I came in. And you ask me like, oh, and how do you feel about, I don't know, about having been the replacement of this person, and like, I don't know, like, I wasn't there, like, I just came here, like, like, it's a bit unfair. I think that it's a bit awkward, actually, like, or to ask Jessie how she feels about the other. I think but people tend to do that. People are gossipy. And they just cannot wait for her to say something so they can be like, oh, Jessie said this. And Subni then answered this, and like, Have you heard of girl group XG? Their two singles released are English. Is that a new girl group? I seen them, XG, but I was a bit confused. Like, I don't know why I thought they were from YG, because you know the name. Um, who are they? Like, I don't know. I think I saw there were like some teasers or something a few weeks ago or something like that, and I was confused. I was like, who are these people? But I'm lost without you guys giving me some kind of feedback about what's going on, because sometimes I just don't find out about these things. Oh, it's weird. It's a weird situation. They're Japanese, but meant for the international market. Oh, they were created by a collab between YG. Oh, okay. Also, I wasn't like that wrong. Like, oh, okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Now I got it. Okay, guys. So I don't make you waste any more time of your precious Sunday. We are going to start with the readings of today, because you know me, I always get lost, like rambling and rambling. And for those who want to ask questions, I do not do shipping readings, so don't ask me about those. I do not do readings about rumors, so don't ask me about those either. Okay, I'm going to try to take a few questions. So, what do you want to ask about? I'm going to pull two cards for each. So, um, the boys Hagnon. Oh, I love Hagnon. Do you know something, Vita, about, or does Jovi know something about Eric? Is there any news, or are they silent about this? I miss him so much. You know. Ah, okay. Es en cacao. Cacao talk. Acquire. Hobby. How's Hobby feeling about it? IT's comeback. Oh, okay, Lucas. Okay, guys, that's it. Because it's 6 questions. So that's it. Okay, I'm going to start. Sorry that I couldn't like upload many readings during the week, but I was really exhausted, guys. Like I got up really late, and then I had to go to work again, so I didn't have the energy, the strength to record. So Yeah, that's why. I the only one that I think I got up early that day and I was like, oh, I'm going to do Jesse's, because I promised I would. But then I probably should like start doing like the friendships, the friendships readings. Um, like the bond kind of readings. Those were fun. I think I'm going to start doing those again. I'm going to make a community post so you can put your. Just that here, guys, it's so cold. It's so cold that that sometimes I just you can hear me actually coughing, yeah, sometimes in the audio, because it sometimes it's freezing and I'm like, oh my god. And you know me, I don't like to just pull the cards randomly. I take care of the space, I say a prayer, so it's not that, I just pull cards, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this reading. So if I feel like I have to do it like in a rush, I don't like it. Okay, let's start with the first question that it's the boy's Hagnion, how he's doing. Yeah, I'm going to do the then friendships reading. Okay, Hagnion. He got Seven of Swords, King of Wands. This is his moon in Sagittarius speaking. This is his moon in Sagittarius speaking, and also his Mars in Scorpio. Because he's a Pisces, but for me, he is the most passionate Pisces I ever seen. Um, I think that Hagnion, I always observe Hagnion. He has the most beautiful smile. That's very moon in Sagittarius as well. But he is a mystery for me, especially because I don't know why. Maybe it's my moon in Scorpio that I can feel his Mars in Scorpio, like that he's always on the back of the pic. He's always like, when you see them, the whole group, he's always like quiet, listening and observing. He's very observant. He calls my attention when he does this, and he's very observant. He's very competitive. He's a guy that if he wanted to, he could be the leader. He could be the leader. But he would be the kind of leader that he would guide people without them actually realizing that they are being guided or manipulated by him. Especially because I see this seven of swords. So this represents for me Hagnion's energy. Hagnion is like, he's always on survivor mode. He's very passionate. He has a lot of charisma. I think that he will get a lot of opportunities in the future. And in the future, I mean probably in the next 6 months, to actually continue to grow and show himself. I think that he loves to be part of the group, but there's something about him also wanting to take recognitions for doing things by himself. He is someone that he puts himself first. I don't know if that's how he was raised, um, but he is a sort of lone wolf. Like, I don't know if maybe he had always been trained to be by himself, or he's someone that he knows that if he has to do, for example, solo activities or a solo career, that he would do really well. I don't know. He's very confident in himself. And also he's someone that has a lot of potential. And I'm not comparing nor saying that the other members don't have it. I just think that Hagnon has a lot of knowledge. He has a lot of knowledge, whether of the industry, or he knows a lot. He knows people, or he knows the system. He knows how to. I see that a lot of in the voice, a lot in the voice. A group of solo artists that make it work as a group. Yes, yes, exactly, Vita. That's why I love them also, because they are all rounders. Like, they all, whenever they have solo activities, they always get really good cards. Because when I started reading for them, for the members, I think that the first one that I started reading for was Eric, because someone asked me about Eric, and then I did a reading about Jujon. Um, and in all of them, the individual readings that I did, they always get the card of success, and that they will do really well in their individual activities, and also that they have like this desire to get individual activities. And it's not that they don't want to be part of the group. It's just that I think that they feel like the group, the identity of the group, it's a sort of mean to get them to do what they really want to do individually. They all are very ambitious. This is why they always give their best, because they want to be their best. And but I think that there's something about Hagnon. Probably he he's withholding some information. He knows something. He probably has like a proposition, or someone made a proposition to him, and he's holding that information in, like he's waiting. It's as if he has an ace, and he is waiting for the right moment to use it. This is very Mars in Scorpio. It's like probably he's waiting for his big opportunity in whatever he wants to do individually, and he's like, he's not going to use it yet. He's going to wait for the right timing. And this is why I say that he's very intuitive, but he's not. He can be relentless when he wants something, because he also has the king of wands. So even though he's a Pisces, he's no like cutie pie Pisces. He's no hippie Pisces. He is a Pisces with a mission. He's a ninja Pisces. I don't know if that's a thing, but uh, he's waiting for something so he can take his place. Like he's waiting for the right moment to be like, oh, this is mine. Something like this. Something that is going to be very, probably he's waiting to get a sort of role, and probably he's waiting for someone to abandon that or to lose it so he can take it. But he's working in the shadows. That's why I think that probably he's withholding information. He knows something, or he knows how to get something, and he's waiting. He's not bragging about it. He's been silent because he knows that this is something that I always say as a Moon Scorpio. Knowledge is power. And he also believes in that. And when I say knowledge, I also knowledge is not about knowing about other people's business or gossiping, like a Moon in Gemini would. Knowledge is more about you knowing yourself, and also like you being very knowledgeable, like reading books, like getting very very deep into studying something. For example, if it's a script, okay, yes, I got the script before, so I'm studying it. So when the situation comes, I'm going to be ready to show my potential. He is destined for greatness. He is a great strategist. He's very strategic, very strategic. Interesting. I'm surprised because usually a group of very individualistic people, egos can clash. Yeah. Yes, it's just that he's a moon in Sagittarius ring, and for him, I always, I always see Sagittarius energy in Hagnium. Always, always, always. I always see it. Maybe because he's a Pisces, and like I mentioned in the past, Pisces used to be ruled by Jupiter as well. So probably him being a moon in Sagittarius and a Pisces, like somehow they match. But he reminds me a lot of Sagittarius energy. He's very happy, he has the most beautiful smile, and he is I seen him reading books. I seen him talking about books. He's very smart. Whenever he plays sports, he's really good at that. He doesn't brag about it, but he's really intelligent. He's really intelligent, guys. This is why I think that he has the potential to be much more than just an idol or a member of a group. He has a lot of potential, and he's also he's very ambitious. I know it. I can feel his energy in me, and I know that he will not stop just being part of the group. He wants more. Yeah, very expansive. You know that they welcome you. And they always are, they have like, whenever I see him smile, I'm like, oh, he's so sunshine. Okay, let's move on to TBSQ Juno. TBSQ Juno. It's just that that's his Mars in Scorpio Vita. There's something very sexual about him as well, even though I wouldn't say sexual, but it's about dominance. He is very dominant. He is the kind of person that when he smiles, he's so cute, reminds you of Pisces kindness and Sagittarius spontaneity. But when he's on stage or when he is like doing his role, he attracts you because he's using his Mars in Scorpio. Whatever move he does, it's always with a deeper meaning. And when he says he wants to get something, he gets it. He just waits. Like I say, he waits in the shadows. He doesn't brag about it. But he knows he's going to win. Yeah. Okay, Juno. He got the Hermit, and he got the Six of Pentacles. So, yeah, I don't know, Miss Juvia, you asked me if he was going to start a drama, if there's a possibility for him to start a K-drama. I don't know. He's evaluating a lot of options. He's in the process of planning. So I don't see it actually because he is on hermit mode as well. So he's probably dealing with a lot of things about himself and probably wanting to spend some time by himself. Well, we know that Juno is it's very goal-orientated person, but in this case, I think he wants to take things slow. And also, he wants to look very closely to his opportunities. Probably he's working on something, but this doesn't have a shape or form yet. It's about money. It's about planning. It's about investment. It's about creating a stability, but it's also about being fair. I think that he's also thinking about how to manage his time more. He probably needs a break, to be honest. But I think that he's such a control freak that he doesn't allow himself to rest or to take a proper vacation. I don't know if he was already on a vacation, but it seems like he is like, he wants to be alone. You know, I think that could potentially like always be alone because I sense that he's a very private person. But probably he's also thinking about giving some order to his businesses or to his deals. I don't know. He's thinking about, like, does he have his own company? Or does he has his own enterprise or business? Because I see him like being like, okay, I'm the only one that can manage this, and I don't think it's the same. This is something that belongs to him and him only. But this could also be about him reviewing his life as well, his life decisions. Oh, he has shares in SM. Because he wants order. He's a bit of a control freak in that sense. He needs things to be in order, or otherwise he goes crazy. And probably he's like reviewing the details of something. He's an exec in SM, so he has a ton of business inside the company. Yeah, because look at this guy. He's intentionally like thinking, like, okay, where do we go from here? What do we do with this? And I think that he is the only one that can bring order actually to this company if that's the case. Because you see the hermit, how the hermit lights up the path of knowledge. Because with his experience, he is the only one that can bring a bit of light to the sort of chaos. I don't know why I say chaos, but it seems like things are very unorganized in there, and he wants to give it like a sort of purpose. So I don't know, Miss Lluvia, about the K-drama. Probably after he finishes this, because I see him already working on something. I'm surprised he's in here, Aquarius. His moon sign is in Capricorn, Rim. Yes, ice cold man, but a very successful one. Okay, let's move on. Speaking of the devil, we're going to pull a few cards for SM and Cacao Talk. Hello, Spirit. I don't know why I thought the Spirit was here already. De nada, Miss Lluvia. Yes. Yes. He's a boss. He is a boss. Yes, he doesn't use emotions. No. Just getting results and things done. And he's really happy doing that. He's really happy being hardworking and focusing on work. A spirit was here in a spirit, exactly. Okay, SM and Cacao Talk. If SM is going to be acquired by Cacao Talk. What's going on with SM and Cacao Talk? Two major arcanas. We have the Hangman. These are naked people. Sorry, guys. This is like a family. I cannot show them, but there are like, I suppose it's a family, like it's the mother, the father, and the son, or the child. Okay, this is the card of the Judgment and the Hangman. So yeah, to resume this, there's a lot of uncertainty. Honestly, they're here with the hangman. I don't think the things are clear. I think that they need time to review things, and yeah, they need. They just don't make their mind. I don't know which one of the parties involved is responsible of this, like, stagnation, because it seems like there's a stagnation. There's like, I'm not sure about this. But the judgment also is calling them and letting them know that they are running out of time. So they have to make a decision soon. Because the change is going to happen, whether they want it or not. So they better like decide. I think that the part of the indecision, it's from SM. And I think we read for them and other. I think we read for SM and Hive. I think the last time, the other one of the lives. There's like playing hard to get. Like, I think that it's not going to get them anything actually, because they will end up like making poor decisions because they are running out. They are making people that were usually initially interested, they are making them lose their interest. So I don't know who is going to be the best bet here. But this is interesting. LSM wants control. He's the one planning to sell all his shares. I'm still hoping the merge with CJ Nakakawa. Oh my God, they need to. Yes, they need to make a decision. Because the judgment is calling them. It's like, come on. The time has come. Like, you need to make a decision. Like, what the one the thing that he's holding on the most is going to get out of his hands eventually, so he has to accept it. LSM wants to control the production creativity side only while giving up management to the bigger company. Oh, CJ backed out after listening to his demands. Yes, there's a huge amount of delusional ego here. Like, of course, we're talking about SM. I mean, but I think that this guy is not. He has like a very like. It's out of proportion what he wants. Like, there's like. I don't know. Yeah, but there's this sense like there's indecision. There's like, oh, let's wait. They're waiting for something, and the judgment is like, come on, you don't have much time. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So I don't know, guys. We will have to wait because I don't see it. I don't see it between SM and Kakao Talk. I don't see it. I don't see like a decision. I think that yes, a decision has to be made, but I don't think that it's about Kakao Talk. Because they are being put on hold. It's not like they are not qualified, but they are like put on hold and they don't like it. Okay, let's move on to Hobby. How he's feeling about this new solo project, and that he's going to Lollapalooza and everything. Okay, Hobby got Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. Oh, a lot of passion for Hobby. I'm loving this. Passion, celebration. So I'm really excited for Hobby. We are going to see a lot of passion. We are going to see a lot of creativity. And I think that this Queen of Wands came out before. I think that it was on Hobby's birthday reading that I said that I saw a collaboration with a very influential female. And here we are in July and we still don't have like any news about a collaboration with a female. And I don't think that it's Becky G. Becky G. I think it's someone more powerful. Um, but well, we will have to wait still for the development of his release and everything. But she's here again. So I don't know if this person is going to collaborate on with him on a stage, or probably um, it could also be the collaboration on the record, or on the song, on a song in particular. But there's a lot of celebration, a lot of fun. I'm loving this, a celebration, having fun, very bright attitude, passionate, very, like, Hobby is feeling, if this represents his energy, he's definitely feeling like a winner. He's definitely feeling very motivated. I mean, he is a guy that always is motivated. Like, he is a professional. He's someone that he is very passionate for his craft. And I can see that definitely in this solo, definitely for him it's very meaningful. Is very meaningful. He doesn't have any fears, any insecurities, any, no, he's just happy. He's happy to have the chance. He probably had dreamed of this moment for quite a while, so he's feeling like really secure. It's just that he is a secure performer. You know, he is a secure artist. There's something about Hobby that he never disappoints. He never disappoints because he is like this Queen of Wands. He's like the embodiment of creation. He doesn't do things, with like midways. He always goes all the way for everything that he does. So it's like magic. He uses every fiber of his body, he uses every fiber of his voice. He is a total performer, and he's feeling very confident. And you will definitely see this on stage. And it's going to be a huge celebration for the fans, for the people that are going to enjoy the show. He's going to have the time of his life. He's going to really save these memories because he's feeling the best. He's in this moment in his life where he's feeling very blessed. He's feeling very inspired. He's not going, you're not going to see a childish Hobby. You're going to see a man. You're going to see a passionate man. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. He's really happy as well. He's really happy. He's really proud of himself. And I think that this also talks about, the whole road that he had to transit to get here. This is sometimes when we see an artist, when we hear some artist name or stage name, or that he's part of this very famous group. But here we're talking about him as an individual. And he's definitely feeling in his throne. He's feeling in his power. And he's also celebrating. He's sharing his joy for music and performance. He's sharing it with others. So obviously he wants his music to move people, literally, to move you, to inspire you, to get up and dance, get up and forget about everything. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate that we are alive. So it's amazing. I love Hobby. Okay, the other question is AT's comeback. You're welcome, Lindsay. 80s. Oh, they got two major arcanas as well. They got the Chariot and the High Priestess. So, yeah, they're. Do they have boobs? Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm going to put them because the. Never mind. I'm going to show them like this. um, Sorry that the card looks a bit like broken because yes, this card like was like stick with other, and when I tried to rip them, I like damaged the card. So definitely 80s is moving. It's moving. 80s is moving. Is like in this card it's the cancer energy. So definitely the cancer season is going to be very meaningful for them. It's also going to be very healing. They are probably moving on from some things from the past. There's something about 80s that I love 80s. I'm an 18 myself. But whenever I read for them, I always feel like there are some things that happened in the past, and not about the members or among the members, but I think that it's about the way there are some things that happened, or didn't happen for them, that they still hold on to that somehow. There's a bit of disappointment in that, like, oh, we could have been bigger if we had this. But, and also here with the High Priestess, they also are reminding themselves that yes, we are moving on, yes, we are still here, but we don't forget about the things that were kept from us, or about the secrets that were hidden from us. And also, they have secrets of their own, like, and not secrets about their lives. I think that they have knowledge that it's like they know things. It's just that they pretend like they don't know. I don't know if maybe it's about the industry or about some lies that had been told to them, and they are like, I know what happened, or I know that you lied to me, for example. So they are choosing to move on, but they are very emotional, guys. They are very emotional. They are very intuitive as well. So they are like, okay, we are moving on to this new stage. We are enjoying ourselves, we are keep growing and expanding, but we don't forget that we have a lot of knowledge, that we are not amateurs, like we are not, and I don't mean this as artists, I mean this as people. These guys are very intuitive, they are very powerful, they are they are like wizards, I don't know, but they have like a sort of hidden knowledge. It's as if, those people that just know things about you, or they just, I don't know, can like absorb the energy of a room, can read a room or a person really well, and they're like, oh, I know what you want, or I know what you're all about. They are very, 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 very intuitive. Intuitive. In ETs, they are a very water sign placement group, especially all that Cancer energy. Yes, and yes, exactly, Samara. And we have the Chariot. So definitely, probably the Cancer season is also affecting them emotionally, in the sense that it's reminding them that it's okay to be emotional, that it's okay to somehow being stuck in the past, or thinking about the things that they regret. You know, they are very emotional, they are very intuitive. So I think that this is their strength, but it's also like a sort of like you know when you are too intuitive and sometimes you are like, oh, I wish I didn't know this, or I wish I didn't have this gift. I wish I didn't see this, because somehow it made them a bit paranoid, because they're like, oh, here we go again, here we go again. So they are a bit distrustful. They are moving on, but they don't forget about their past. They are moving on very proudly, and they're going to do great. But they don't forget the past that lead them there. So, and they are carrying their knowledge with them. I think that they are going to use this eventually. I think that they are going to um, they're going to use this at some point. This is knowledge that they are keeping, and they're going to use it. Whether they're going to write a song about it or something is going to, these are guys that, yes, they have their emotional energy, but they also have the power to transform themselves, like water, to flow with whatever comes your way. Mm. Yeah. Yes, they are very ruled by cancer. I can definitely see this. I can feel this, like sometimes then thinking that probably they are being too susceptible, but I think that they are actually like they are catching the reality of a few situations. That is not their imagination. Actually, there are people that are awful, and there are people that are liars, and there are people that are deceivers. So they are opening their eyes very wide. And actually, I'm proud of them because I know that there are groups that they find out about, I don't know, deceitments and deceptions from the past very far in their career. And they are like seeing this like from the beginning actually, and they're like, okay, but they don't forget. They are not going to forget. They are waiting for the compensation of something. So I don't know what's that going to be, but probably it's going to work. They're going to use this as inspiration. They are going to use this as inspiration because they have the potential to be like a phoenix, always resurfing, always coming back stronger than ever. But there's like, I don't know if maybe in the past there was someone that made them feel inferior, or someone like an influential person that told them that they weren't going to make it. There's something about that. And they are like, oh, remember when this person told us that we couldn't make, that we weren't good enough, or someone made fun of them. Something happened and it really hurt them because probably they admire this person. Yes. And they are keeping that. They are like, okay, let's move on. But they hold on really tight to things that happened in the past. This is why we had the chariot, like they are moving on physically and mentally. They are not the same people like they were a few years ago, but they don't forget. They don't forget. They're very Scorpio actually as well. We have a lot of Mars in Scorpio people and a Scorpio in 80s. And I think that I think that 80s is a Scorpio group. That's why their themes, their style, their concept is always very dark and passionate. Okay, guys, let's move on to the last question. Reminds me of when Infinite exposed an MC for saying they will never make it. Yes, something like that. Yes, exactly, Spirit. Something like that. Yes. Just that I'm sure that all the groups actually like have that, but yes, but they're like, you're not going to bring us down. Yes, a lot, a lot. Actually, all of the Moon Cancer members remind me more of Cancer than actually Sun. That Sun is a Cancer Sun, and, and he is the least Cancer among all the the members that have Moon in Cancer. He's surrounded by them. He must feel really like he mirrors themselves. Like, why are you acting like me? Oh, thank you. You too. You always stay healthy too. Please, guys, take care of yourself. Yes, Parvati. I seen it. I seen it, but I'm not going to make comments because I'm an Itini. I self-proclaim myself as an Itini. So, but I'm trying to stay neutral. So, no, nothing happened. I guess no. Um, um. So, but I seen it. Oh, thank you, Ana Julia. Thank you. I'm going to do the friendship reading. I'm going to try to do them during the next weeks. So, um, you have to wait for the TXT, the two members that you recommended. I'm going to read for them too, eventually. But just have patience because I have a lot of people. Actually, I'm going to do like a community post. So yes, guys, when I do that, please write down in the comments your favorite friendships. So I'm going to read them. Oh no, no, Spirit. It's just that no. The only thing that I was mentioning is that I wasn't able to do like that many readings on my channel because I actually like here is winter, and when I gotta I come home so like late, like in the night, and when I go to sleep after I have dinner and stuff, when I wake up the other day, sometimes I wake up not late, but I wake up like very like, and I have to prepare my meals. So I have to go to work. So the day is like shorter. It seems like shorter to me, maybe because we are in winter. So that's why I wasn't able to record that much. Okay, let's move on to the last one, to Lucas. I try not to read for him, but just because they ask me, so I'm going to do the effort. Okay. Five of Cups, the Chariot. A Chariot again. So Cancer season again, guys. Everyone, Cancer season is very meaningful. It's very meaningful somehow because we have the Chariot card again. So what can I say for Lucas? Um, I think that this is also something that it's very emotional for Lucas. I think that there's no need to actually like remind us that this must be really heartbreaking for him. The waiting, the hiatus. Um, he's if you see this person, he's like looking at past mistakes or past situations. I wouldn't say mistakes, but it's like things that happened and the way they happened, and he's like thinking about this, he's like mourning somehow about this, like, oh, if this hasn't happened, I like everything that he lost. And when I say lost, it can be also the time, because it had been a while. We still don't know much about Lucas, but all I can say for people that worry, I don't see Lucas leaving. But you have to be patient because he's still in this process. And we have to wait, unfortunately, we have to wait for the company's resolution. And then we have the chariot. So definitely, the chariot is about moving on. It's about movement. So probably we could be a bit soon like hearing from him. Um, because the chariot it's about movement. So probably you will hear from him eventually. But it's a slow process. And it's painful for him. It's heartbreaking. It's sad. It's sad. It's emotional. I think that it's like a sort of roller coaster. This card doesn't mean that he had all these 10 months he had been like this. No, actually, I had pulled a few cards for him and he was better. But probably he has his days where he regrets a lot of things. And he this is what this card is about, regret, and it's about loss, or you thinking about the loss. But what I want you to do is to observe, especially because this card it's very visual. It's very like meaningful when it comes to symbolism. So you see this person. This person is very sad. Is looking at the spilled cups, the cards that are spilled. He's only like putting his attention here because this is where he is right now. But if you pay attention, there are two cups standing here behind him. So these two cups are hope. So this means that maybe he thinks that things are spoiled, or things are over, or things are not going to be the same, but actually there's a lot of hope here. And then, like this card that has like the vice versa, you have here the other perspective of the card. That is the perspective of, him looking at this card, the split cards, the two cards, and you see that there's a rose here. The rose is also a symbolism of rebirth, and of that not everything is lost, and that not everything is gone or missed or spilled. That there's still life, there's still opportunity, even though he cannot see it now. He probably in the future will. Just that it's a process. It's a process, and he has every right to feel like he wants to feel about it. I have noticed that they are slowly moving forward to pour out more groups that are dominating their current. It's not necessarily that. I honestly think there's something else more powerful preventing even Isam from speaking out yet. There's something. I think that it doesn't even have to do with Lucas, but there's something here that I don't know, guys. SM always, there's something hidden in there. So I don't know. I think that probably Lucas is like a victim of their bad management, or maybe this is like a sort of, like I think that I mentioned this in the past about how I felt like this was like a sort of like punishment for for the fans, like, okay, you you want to talk about Lucas? Okay, we will remove Lucas out. So so that the real fans actually are the ones that are suffering, like are suffering because of this, and Lucas himself. But it's like, oh, okay, okay, because I don't know, probably, Lucas was very, I don't know much about Lucas, but from what I heard, he was very popular. So probably he was the target of a lot of rumors. When they always target a certain idols, they always want to bring them down, or come out with different, like, things. For example, if you see with BTSB, it's the same. They always seem they want to bring out his name out of nowhere. Oh, we saw B doing this. Oh, look what B did. And we have the thank God we have the possibility to see V react to these people being trying to be patronizing about what he does with his life or his free time. Um, but uh, sometimes with SM artists, we don't see that. We don't see that level of, like, okay, I'm going to tell you how I really feel about you being uh, like stepping on my boundaries as a person. But the ones who pay for, yeah, yeah, Warner was the most popular MX. Yes. I mean, it's gonna be near me. Oh my God, how long they expect him? Yes, yes. Still something is off about the whole thing. Yes, idols really can catch a break. No, because they are, it seems like they're punished. I mean, like, it seems like, like, because we have to remember that this is their job. I mean, that every time they go on hiatus or whatever, they are not working. So I think that this is why we also, it's not about being accused of something. It's also about the loss of opportunities, the loss of opportunities. This is why we see the Five of Cups. It's not also, it's emotional, yes, but it's also about your own productivity. If they don't let you do your job, what's your purpose? It somehow it makes you question a lot of things about yourself. So they do have this, when you're popular, when you are the hot guy or the hot girl or the it girl, you are everywhere. But suddenly, when they don't need you anymore, or when something gets complicated, they just throw you to the dungeon. Like, oh yes, he's not here, she's not here. And it's cruel. It's cruel. Yes. Yes, the Chariot card is positive. The Chariot card is movement. So probably something's moving, guys. I have the hope that something is moving. We're going to hear something from this. Yes, exactly. Two. Yes, exactly, Parvati. This is why probably he feels also like a sort of failure, because he does affect others. Like he's aware of that. So it's unfortunate. It's sad. It's cruel. Yes. And Lucas was so popular. Like, I don't understand, guys. I just, how can they do this to him? Like, but it happens to actors as well. When they become really, when they are everywhere, when they get all these opportunities, somehow someone from the past or someone on the internet comes out to talk about them. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just, it's cruel. It's cool. Because who is going to bring back those times for these guys? The things that they lost, the opportunities that they lost. Lucas and the others. No one. No one. So, yes. It's just that Rim. It's because they had given the possibility and the space and the authority to create this mess. SM gives them access to doing and behaving like this without no real consequences. So they think that they are in the right to do this, and then disappear. Yes, yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because I have to cook. Yes, Wing Wing is trying to do his best with what he has. He's like, okay, I have to save myself. I have to do something. Like, yes, he's a Virgo moon, so I see him also mentally like going insane if he doesn't have work. So yeah. So yes, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because have to cook and I have to continue with enjoying my day off. So yes, I will probably post on my community, like, so you can give me your ideas. Yeah, for me that was a sign actually that he posted something on Instagram. Yeah, I know. Yes, yes, I know. I know him. Um, So, yes, guys, thank you for being here, always with me, always watching me and listening to me rant about things, about life, about idols, about situations. So, yes, guys, I hope that you enjoy also your Sunday. So, yes, well, I will see you in my videos. So, thank you, guys.